Welcome back to Next Gen Dev. In this video, we'll talk about conditionals in GoLang. Conditionals are those sorts of things which allows you to take a particular decision or take a particular path according to a specific decision taken at some point. What I mean by that is, if you take a decision such as if you want to go out, then a certain things will happen. If you don't want to go out, then a certain things will happen. So these things are called conditionals. In programming language, we have a keyword called if and else. So if else keywords allows you to add conditionals to your code. For example, if a number is greater than 10, then perform these things. If a number is greater than or less than 10, then perform these actions. So these things are called conditionals. In any programming language, conditionals start with the keyword if else. So if is a situation when that condition is true, and else is a situation when that condition is false. So as you can see, there is a flow chart here. Your code will start from this start point. It will go to the condition. Inside this condition, a comparison will be there, whether that particular thing is true or not. For example, we'll have an age. Let's write an age. We'll have an age variable, which will be inputted by the user. If this age is greater than 18, so like if age is greater than 18, then it would go to true block. Like let me write here, if it is greater than 18, then it would go to true block. Otherwise, it will go to the false block. Okay. So, for example, there would be an input where the user entered like 18, 19 or something like that. So let us assume that the user entered an age of 10. So what will happen here? It will check a condition, whether this age is greater than 18 or not. Wait, let me move this condition to this block. Yeah. So if this age is greater than 18, then it would go to this, it will follow this path. See, as you can see, if it is true, then it will come here. If it is false, then it would go here. And inside these blocks, we can execute our custom code. Like if you are greater than 18, then you can vote. If you are less than 18, then you cannot vote. And then you can end your statement. So these are how if else or any conditionals work in any programming languages. If else you can find in any sorts of programming language. And this will be the main gist of it. So you don't need to worry about. And also these conditions are compared using comparator operators. What I mean by that is there are several sorts of operators in any programming language. These operators are arithmetic operator, comparison operator, logical operator, and bitwise operator. So these operators basically allows you to perform certain actions in your code. For example, arithmetic operators helps you to perform arithmetic action, basic arithmetic actions such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus, which allows you to find remainder of things. For example, if you divide 10 by 2, what would be the remainder? It would be 0. So that would be the answer here. We'll deep dive into these things. Then we have comparison operator. Comparison operator basically allows you to compare certain condition. For example, we had a condition here whether the age is greater than 18 or not. So we'll compare the age with our with this 18 number and check whether it's greater than or less than that number or equal to. So these are the comparison operator. Then we have logical operator. Logical operator basically perform logical operations such as and or not. I'll show you the truth table for these operators later in this video. Then we have bitwise operator. Bitwise operator allows you to perform binary actions such as these logical and binary operator have the same name, but they have different meanings. And here basically perform and on two binary number. And I don't know whether you know binaries or not. So binaries are basically those number with only two things. It has 0 and 1, and it is represented with the power of 2. For example, if you have number 5, wait, let me write here. So if you have 5, then the binary representation of this 5 would be, so first check the power of 2, which is the closest power of 2. So we have 2 to the power 0, 2 to the power 1, 2 to the power 2, 2 to the power 3, okay? So whether 2 to the power 0 add up to 5 or not, or what is the closest number to 5 with the 2 to the power? So it's 4. So 4 is 2 to the power 2. So it would be 1, then it would be 0, then it would be 1. I know it was quite short description about binary. You could find a lot of resources on the YouTube. I would recommend you to know about these things because these things are fundamental to computer programming language. So you should know them. So this is a binary representation of 5. Then you'll have binary representation of some other number. Then you can AND them. And there is again a truth table, which I'll show you later. So these are the operators. So let's get started. So I've created a new file if else.go inside my VS code. And let's create a main function here. We need a main function because that's the entry point of our execution of this file. So in order to write conditionals, let's create an age and yeah, let's create an age first. So let's do that. Let that age be 10. As you already know, this is the way of assigning a variable. This is a shorthand way of assigning a variable. You could also write var age, then the type then the number again. It's more or less the same thing. So after doing this, what we could do is we could write our conditions. So we could check whether this age is permissible to vote or not. So for that, you have to use an if keyword. If whatever you write after the if keyword is a condition, which will be compared using a comparator operator, which we have discussed earlier. So let's see. So we have age here. If age is greater than or equal to 18, because we also want those people with exactly the age of 18 to vote, then what we have to do is then start a curly braces. Whatever inside this curly braces, whatever code we'll write inside this curly braces will only be executed if the age is greater than 18. Else, there is an else keyword. Else, if the age is less than 18, then these block of code will be executed. Let me show you that. So fmt.print f or print anything can be there, then can vote. And here you can write can't vote. Okay, so let's execute this file. Okay, let's execute this file. So go run and the name of the file. See, can't vote because the age is less than 18. And so let's take an age which is greater than or equal to 18. Okay, as you can see, you have can vote because 18 is greater than or equal to 18. Now that's why. If we only have this greater than symbol, then you won't be able to vote. See, you can't vote. So that's why that equal to is also important when you want to include that edge case also. So this is the basic structure of if else block. There are different comparison operator which is used in if else quite a lot. Comparison operator basically used to compare two things. It is used to compare the left hand variable with the right hand variable, and it only returns a boolean. That means it will only return true or false. It won't return anything else. And also there are logical operators as well. So logical operator basically compares boolean value. So what I mean by that is, wait, let me show you a truth table, then you will have a better idea. So basically there are three logical operators. First is AND. In AND, if the left hand variable and the right hand variable both are true, then it will return true. Otherwise it will return false. As you can see, if any of the left hand and right hand variable is false, then the answer is false. Only the time answer is true when both left and right are true. Then we have OR. In the OR condition, if any of the left hand and right hand is true, then it would return true. As you can see, if any one of them is true, then it will return true. If both of them are false, then it will return false. That's quite normal. And then we have not. Not basically flips the current state. If a variable is true, then it will be converted to false. If it is false, then it will be converted to true. So these are the basics logical operator, or which is quite commonly used in programming languages. So along with if and else, we have a third keyword called else if. Else if is generally used when we have multiple situation for a particular condition. So let's take up an example where we have a traffic light, and its value would be, let us assume it's red for now. So we could say the user, if the traffic light is red, then stop. If it is yellow, then wait. And if it is green, then you can go. So first, if traffic light is equal to, again, this equal to is a comparison operator, which checks whether the left hand is equal to right hand or not. So if it is red, then just stop, print stop. Yeah. Else if, yeah, this is the keyword which I was talking about. Else if. Else if is generally used when you want to add multiple condition for the situation, as traffic light can have three different situations, whether it can be red, it can be yellow, or it can be green. So if traffic light is equal to green, oh, wait, yeah, then what we could do is we could print go. And the third condition is if it is yellow, then wait. As you can see, for the third condition, I didn't write any else if it is equal to yellow, because if these two condition does not satisfy, then it is quite known that it would be the third condition only, because traffic light only have three conditions. That's why. So this is called the third keyword else if, where you could add different conditions to it. You could also nest your for loop. You could also nest your if else with another if else, like if it is green and if ambulance is there. So you got the point, that if an ambulance is there, then you can again add to wait, else this. So this is also possible. You could nest these if else according to your need. So yeah, let's run this program. Let me go to that directory first. And as you can see, it's stopped for now. Let me just change the, yeah, wait. Okay, that's a typo. My bad. It just went to this loop because it's these two conditions didn't match, so it goes to, by default it goes to this loop. And now, okay, I didn't save it. My bad again. So as you can see, you could go. So yeah, this is what if else does in GoLang. So thank you for watching.